Thank you, Cathaoirleach. Leader of the House, we were at a meeting last night with Galway Rural Development, and there were over 400 people in the Raheen Woods Hotel in Athenry, and it was about the I suppose the RSS, the Rural Social Scheme, and the TUS scheme. And there were a lot of points been raised, one of which is that it's becoming more difficult and challenging to get people onto these schemes. This is something that has to be raised. I know that we're talking about it as well with Mr. Heather Humphreys or the Department of Social Protection, but we have to look at how these programmes are attractive for people who are unemployed. We need to look at things like the time that it takes for people to be able to be eligible to be on these programmes. It's not enough that there is such a long waiting time before people can actually go onto these programmes. And we heard last night so many examples of people that literally have done these programmes, be it TUS or RSS, and then have gone back into do education, like have gone back to do a degree, have gone back to do a certificate or a diploma. So these sort of programmes that we have are really good at re-engaging people that might have been out of the workforce for a while, or giving them the confidence to get back in and maybe take on a new career or do something different. One of the examples we heard last night was somebody working with the Brothers of Charity, again, which is a phenomenal charity based in the West, but particularly we have an awful lot of residential units in Ballinasloe. They started working there, they were doing administrative work, but then they started thinking about perhaps developing a role within social care, in a social caring role. And they were able to get a new career that came out of this. So there's an awful lot of positive benefits, but I suppose what we need to be looking at is that we have sort of challenges. We have one of the, with so many people coming back to work, we have a higher percentage of people back at work than we had pre-COVID. But we still have people who are on our live register, and we need to look at how is it attractive for those people to actually start doing programmes like RSS and TUS. And RSS, of course, would be the Rural Social Scheme, so of course that's linked with Farm Assist, and I suppose supporting farmers with an alternative form of income as well. Gar Magas.